Hello, offensively incorrect here. If you're easily offended, then fuck off. Alright, this video is about online dating. I think online dating is a good idea, but I think there's inherent flaws with it. The main one being is that a lot of people use it as a crutch instead of a supplement, because if you don't know how to interact with the opposite sex or how to approach the opposite sex instead of hiding behind a computer screen, you're not really going to have a relationship. And there's two main problems with it. One is that the people in there are seeking external solutions to internal problems. I signed up for about 3 or 4 sites, but I only put my picture on one, and I only used one. I think it was called plentyoffish.com. Anyway, I got 3 or 4 dates off of there. The 3 of them were complete fucking nightmares, and one of them was alright. We just didn't have any chemistry. But there are pretty normal, level-headed people out there, but the majority of them seem to have their priorities shifted. If you look at profiles for any female daters on a lot of them sites, 95 is Mr. Right, where are you? I'm looking for the perfect one, and they all have these extremely stringent criteria. I've heard a couple theories on this. One of them is that males outnumber females on dating sites 7-to-1, so that means, like they say, plenty of fish. There's plenty of fish in the sea, so obviously they can be selective about how they choose, but I don't know if I necessarily prescribe to that theory. Is that the women I talk to who use those online dating services, they don't get many messages from what I talk. Like 2 of the girls I went out with, I talked to them about it, and I said, so I've heard women get a lot of messages, and they said besides guys just trying to fuck them, people who actually want relationships with them are pretty slim. She said it was me and this other guy. Same with one girl who's been using that site for a while, and she said she hasn't gotten many messages off there. So I think we throw that theory out the window. My second theory is going to be that it's going to correlate with the fact that a lot of them are. It has to do with how you view the world and how you focus on the world. Like a lot of people, they go viewing the world, trying to find an answer to a problem, when in fact the solution's right in front of their eyes. They're trying to change the world instead of trying to change themselves. And that's how I see a lot of women on that site. Instead of trying to change themselves, they're going out into the world to complete themselves. And to make a long story short, one of the girls I went out with, okay, some of my other videos are insensitive, but that's just me fucking around on YouTube. I'm really not that big of a dick in real life if you actually get to know me. So I gave one of the girls, she was about 5'4", 300 pounds, and I said, you know what? She probably gets doted on all the time. I'm going to be a nice person. I'm not going to say anything about her weight. And it basically backfired. We went on a date, and then we went on like 2 or 3 dates, and then I guess something happened, and in my mind, 2 or 3 days, she was like, we don't have any chemistry, and I said, okay, and I tried to get a rational explanation, but she just thought I was trying to get in her pants. And she was like, no, we're just being friends. I said, listen, I'm just trying to fucking talk to you and be rational, in that I don't think you have the right approach to this for the next guy that comes around. And basically, she just got mad, and then she started being really rude to me. And then I just said in the most polite way, I was like, okay, it looks like single's going to be a lifestyle to you. Like, I could tell, like, looking back on it, she had very low self-esteem. She was always fishing for compliments. She was always down on herself, and she was always trying to build herself back up, because she knew she did all those things to tear everyone else down. But in fact, she could have built herself up, because unless you have a severe medical condition, I know I can't talk much, because I know I know I'm fat, but I'm not obese. She's obese. I'm 6'3" and 250 pounds. I know I could be a little bit slimmer, which I'm working on, but there's a difference when I cross the line between being big and not taking care of yourself. And I don't see how people that are 5'4" can get to 300 pounds, because even when I was not a healthy eater, never exercised, I never am able to get above 270 pounds. And I don't see how you can do that unless you don't take care of yourself, but that's off topic. But looking back at it in foresight is that she had low self-esteem. Another girl I went out with, she had low self-esteem. She was crazy. Like, she didn't even get a second date. She was like, it feels good to sue people. I'm looking for Mr. Right. If you don't want a relationship with her, then you're obviously a cop-out. And I'm not going to point it out to people like that, because obviously people like that cannot put on their glasses and see that it's not everyone else. It's them. And I think that's what a lot of the problems on online dating boil down to, is that they think the problem is everyone else when it's not. It's them. And don't get me wrong, I mean, they had some major flaws, but all in all, I mean, they had some good qualities to them. I mean, if they improve themselves, they could be pretty good partners and potential mates, but there is a lot of work for them to do. And hopefully that in the future they will work on themselves and that they can have a successful relationship, and hopefully they can. But I guess summarizing this long diatribe, I guess the main reason I'm gonna the one reason thing I'm gonna, this is my so-called thesis statement, is that online dating doesn't work because people have a problem with their worldview. So that's my 2 cents on it, and feel free to leave any comments about it, and look forward to hearing back from you. Alright, later.